this one. So first of all, I again forgot putting this on normal chain instead of the other one. We're going to special summon a copy of Splight Blue. Splight Blue is going to activate and it's going to search us a copy of Splight Jet if we are allowed to. We're going to go for the Splight Jet. He's thinking we're going to special summon the Splight Jet. We're going to activate the Splight Jet effect. We're going to try to get ourselves a copy of Splight Smashes. Okay. He's really thinking about it. We're going to go for Gigantic Splight. And we're going to activate the effect of Gigantic Splight to detach Splight Blue and special summon a copy of... How about we go for the Swap Rock, which is what we've been doing until now. Swap Rock. We are able to activate the Swap Rock effect and we are able to discard to the graveyard this copy of Ronin Turnin from our deck. I thought about going for something else, but that's still fine. Next, we are able to go for the Splight Elf. We are able to activate the effect of Splight Elf now, and we are able to special summon back the Swap Rock. He's really letting us resolve a lot of things interesting. Swap Frog activate. We are able to pitch another Swap Frog from deck. Next, we are able to use the Ronin Turnin in the graveyard to special summon it by banishing another Swap Frog in the graveyard. We are able to go for Totally Awesome, and we have a negate on field. We are going to set 2 cards and an additional third card. And lastly, we're going to set an additional Ronin Turnin into this zone. End phase. Now, it is the draw phase. We are able to activate the Splight Starter by in order to special summon another copy of Splight Jet in defense position. And we are able to activate the effect of Splight Jet to get ourselves another Splight Starter. So now we are out of Splight Starters in the deck. We use 2 of them in this duel. We can use the effect of Totally Awesome to discard this copy of Ronin Turn, or detach, not discard, to special summon a Juke Frog from deck. If Totally Awesome was at 3 or at 2, then this would have been even easier for me to do, because this would have been an easier battle, because that way I would have been able to go for something, I would say. Maybe I would have been able to go for one more thing. For one more Totally Awesome, which would be 1 more negate in the long run. He goes for Stardust Illumination. That's fine. That's completely fine. Okay. He can go for the Illumination and sending in 1 Stardust monster from deck to graveyard. It is going to be, what is the card going to be? Stardust Trail, okay. From hand or graveyard, so if he tributes, he can special summon this card. It is not a tuner, okay. Okay. And he can also summon a Stardust token if he special summons a Warrior Synchron or Stardust Synchro monster. But how is he going to tribute? Or, I mean, he can, okay. How is he going to build a deck that can utilize this tributing effect? Okay, he's banishing the Illumination to special summon Spell Striker, okay. Interesting card. We can go for this Smashes if we want to, but we're going to, we're going to go for the Smashes, I think. No, we're going to wait. Spell Striker is fine. He special summons, so he can tribute summon a tuner if he wants to. It's just a Fleur Synchron. Okay, we are going to think about this now. We are going to go for... it's a hard decision. We could also wait. We could wait. It's fine. We're going to let that resolve. Okay, the following. He can go for Fleur Synchron, special summoning Junk Speeder. And Junk Speeder can do a lot of stuff. We are going to negate the Junk Speeder effect, I think. Wait. Okay, that's the wrong chain. He has to... I can negate this now. I think he made a misplay by doing this, because now I'm able to negate his Junk Speeder effect. I think he didn't want that to happen. I think he actually wanted to go for Junk Speeder first and then Fleur Synchron second. But sometimes that happens. I think I would have had to go for Smashes first before doing all this. I'm going to put this Ronin Turnin, this Warp Frog back to hand. Next, we're going to also activate this copy of Splight Elf to special summon this Totally Awesome. And we're going to special summon it into this zone of Splight Elf. So we have another negate on field. We are also able to go for smashes and Called by the Grave for now. But he is going to go for another normal summon. Because he can go for another normal summon. And this is going to be a Stardust Synchron. Okay? And he's going to activate with Stardust Synchron. I think that's fine. What cards does he have in the graveyard? Yeah, okay, he just goes for the Starlight Road. I thought about it. Yeah, that's fine. Splight smashes, Called by the Grave. He goes for the Starlight Road. Still fine. He can still go for a Synchro Summon right now. And I'm thinking about whether or not to use Splight smashes right now. I think I'm going to do this now, because now or never, I guess. We're going to banish... 1 second. We have to banish a copy of Splight Jet. And we are going to banish... I'm so confused. Did this now work? Okay, yeah, okay. And now we're also going to banish his Stardust Synchron and my Splight Jet on the field. Okay. We now banish 2 Splight Jets. This was a little bit of a mistake, but still. Okay. Hard one, but we got there. We got rid of his Stardust Synchron, so this means he can't Synchro Summon, and he's going to end his turn. We are able to go for the Called by the Grave if we want to, and now we are going to activate the Splight Stardust because we got it in our hand now because of the Splight Jet. We are able to go for another Splight Jet in attack position this time, activate the effect of Splight Jet to add another copy of Splight Gamma Burst. We have the Called by the Grave. I'm going to use it because it's getting a little annoying. We're going to banish this copy of Stardust Trail so that it's gone, and that's good. Now we are going to go to main phase 1, sorry. We're going to special summon this Splight Blue. Activate the effect of Splight Blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-die. And we're going to special to add to our hand Splight Pixies. Next, we are able to flip up this Ronin Turnin. Next, we are able to XZ summon a lot. We're going to start off by going for this Gigantic Splight by using this Ronin Turnin and this Dupe Frog into this. Next, we're going to use the effect of Splight, Gigantic Splight to special summon from our deck by discarding this Ronin Turnin. This copy of, I'm thinking, Splight Red. Yeah, why not? Next, we still have this Gamma Burst in hand. We're going to go for Bujin, I think. No, we don't have the zones for that right now. We're going to go for this copy of Sky Cavalry by using Splight Blue and Splight Red into this zone. We are now also going to go for this. We're also going to go for the Splight Elf by special summoning Splight Blue in our graveyard. And we're going to use those two, the Splight Jet and the Splight Blue, to XZ summon a copy of, which one? Cursed Javelin. The Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin. Next, let's special summon Splight Pixies in attack position. And we're going to chain this Splight Gamma Burst, and now all our monsters are big. Now we're going to attack over his Synchron Carrier. He can do something if he wants to. We're not going to use this damage calculation one, because it doesn't do any piercing or anything, so it's not worth it. We're going to try to attack. We're going to also try to attack with Totally Awesome if we're able to. And lastly, we're going to go for the last attack with Gigantic Splight, and we won. GG. Okay, we are going to request a rematch. Maybe he's going to do that, maybe not. Okay. That was a hard one, at least for me, because I'm not that used to Splites yet. But I think they are a really good deck. So let's see whether or not he requests a rematch. Okay, we are back with the deck and my opponent has started. I want to talk about Splites, what I like about them. I just said Splites are really consistent. They are able to special summon themselves if you have one on field, and that's really the thing that I liked about Drytrons a lot, because they are resilient. You can bring them back and bring them back. They also have effects that negate while on field, Splight Red and Splight Carrot for example. And that's really what I like about this deck. They are also really able to go under hand traps, under a lot of them, not under all of them, but still under a lot of hand traps, and that's also important. And they don't take up too much space, at least not in the main deck. The extra deck has to be a little bit trimmed around them. You don't have to put too many of them in, but still it's a really good one. I'm still thinking about how to do a miniature engine of the splites. The thing that you need to go for in the splites is gigantic Splight, which is the Xyz monster, and Splight Elf. However, once you use the gigantic Splight, you are under the level 2 restriction that you can only go for level 2 things. Except level 2, rank 2 or link 2 monsters. So it's quite hard to find a deck that can really utilize the Splight engine. Because Gigantic Splight, Splight Elf, and I would say Splight Jet, and Splight Blue, maybe Splight Red, and also the Splight Starter. That's all the cards that you really need to have in order to go for that part. Then you can go for a totally awesome engine with 2 Ronin Turnin, 2 Dupe Frog, no, not Dupe Frog, Sword Frog, and you also have the ability to go for that part. You don't really have to go for 2 of each. You can go for 2 Sword Frog and 1 Ronin Turnin. That should also suffice. However, again, you need to have something that can combine with those cards. What I found in the while checking for Xyz monsters and Synchro monsters that can, not Synchro monsters and Link monsters that can utilize this, there aren't really too many. And the Phantom Knights archetype isn't really worthwhile considering because it's more so centered around 3 and 4, mostly 3 in my opinion, so it's not worth it to play too many Phantom Knights cards in this deck, except this Xyz monster in the side deck, because in the extra deck, because there aren't really any good Xyz monsters except those that I have selected. Totally Awesome, the best one. Then there is number 96 Dark Mist because of Battle, and that's really it. I don't really get any good feeling about the extra deck selection that is currently available to rank 2s. But that's only natural because there wasn't really a rank 2 archetype that really benefited from the idea of rank 2s being good. At least I don't remember any right now from the top of my head. Still, doesn't mean that the deck is bad, it just means it has a lot of potential. That's where it is at. Yeah, while my opponent is doing his combo, I was talking about that part. He has a Fleur Synchron on field, he also has the Starter's Trail, so he can special summon it. It is a level 4, so he can go for Synchro Summoning level 8. He can also go for Synchro Summoning level 9 with the Starter's Charge Warrior, or level 8 with Fleur Synchron. He can also go for the Starter's level 8 Synchro card, which can special summon a level 2 or lower tuner from your graveyard, and then you can Synchro Summon with those 2 cards, so he has a lot of options. Okay, that's also a good thing to talk about. I really think that this Synchro archetype. Let me say this in a different way. Of all the decks that have been the main decks in the anime, of the main characters, there is Yugimoto, Yusei Fudo, Jaden Yuki, or Judai Yuki, Yuma Sasaki, Yuya Sasaki, and Yuma Tsukumo, and also the newest one, I forgot his name, the new one with the Reigns cards. Of all those decks, I would think that Yusei Fudo has gotten the best support. He has really strong support from this the Junk Speeder over the Stardust Charge Warrior. He now has a new Stardust card which can really consistently bring out level 10 Synchro monsters. There are a lot of good Synchro monsters, Formula Synchron, Crystron Halka Fibrex. He can put a lot of cards into his deck, and it's basically almost at the low competitive level. I would say it can keep up with a lot of decks, with a lot of low level decks. So that's really what I like about his deck. The problem with his deck, however, is if he just changed one of his cards, one of his level 10 Synchro monsters into Baron de Fleur, it would already be better. If he changed into getting a level 8 Synchro, level 11 Synchro monster with Psychic End Punisher or Psychic End Blaster, I'm not sure, it would again be better. So I have a lot of problems with that part about his deck. He has 1 negate for monsters, 1 negate for targeting. Is it during the main phase? No, it is not. So we are going to start off by going for the Splight Starter. And if it's resolving, it resolves. If not, well, I can't really do anything about that. We're going to try to get... We have a Splight Pixies in hand. We also have a Splight Red in hand. So we are going to try to get a Splight Blue, because it's the best one to get in the start. And we're going to try to resolve its effect. It's going to be either negated by the Clear Wing or the Crystal Ring I meant, or the Trap card, or the Set card which he has. It's going to go for the Crystal Wing directly afterwards. Okay. We still have the two Called By and DD Crow. I'm also playing the DD Crow because it's really good against cards like... what is it called? I forgot its name. 1 second. Cards like... I completely forgot the name. We're going to focus on this one first. Now I have to think about this, how I do this the best way. Okay, since I don't have a past starters in hand, we're just going to go for Gigantic Splight. The Called By the Grave and DD Crow are good against DPE. That's what I wanted to say. DPE, and I'm not playing DPE because it's just not worth it in my opinion in this deck. And we are good against DPE because of Called By the Grave, also against Scythe. DD Crow is good against Scythe. So Scythe locks aren't really that terrible to me right now, which is really important because I like my extra deck. He goes for Forbidden Droplet, and that's a really big problem. Since choose that many. Called By the Grave, does that help me at all? I guess I can go for the Called By the Grave, but that wouldn't help me. Yeah, okay. So he's going to negate the effect of Gigantic Splight, and I can't really do anything against that. I'm going to set 2 cards. And I'm not going to set DD Crow. Whatever, we're going to end the turn. Now we are back at full attack, Gigantic Splight, 1600, all effects back. He has Stardust Dragon, so if he somehow tried to prevent the destruction of one of his monsters, I don't know how. He goes for Reasoning. Okay, we have to be careful about that one. We are going to go for level 2 because of Quillbolt Hedgehog. Yep, it was a level 2. It was Synchron Carrier. He's playing low levels, so that's... He's playing a lot of low levels, so that's why I went for low level cards. Pretty simple. He has Stardust and he has Crystal Wing. He doesn't have a set card right now. He goes for a Synchron Carrier, which is a little annoying, but well, what can I do about this? He's going to try to normal summon this Junk Synchron, and now I have to check the graveyard. He has Junk Synchrons in the graveyard, so I'm thinking about... I'm going to go for Called By the Grave, targeting Junk Synchron in his graveyard. Okay, and now he can't use the effect of Junk Synchron. He can go for Junk Tuner, not Junk Tuner, Junk Speeder right now because he has those 2 cards, which is a non-tuner and a tuner. However, is Junk Speeder in this situation, it is really good. If he has another one, well, what can I do about it? I should have waited until he went for this Junk Speeder and then used the Called By the Grave, but well, I can't really know everything, right? Oh, he deactivated? Yeah, okay, he activated it. It was just a little... okay, whatever. He goes for the Arriving Miracle. Is it not called in Stardust Trail? I guess it's Arriving Light, okay. I guess I mistook it for the Field Spell, maybe? I don't know for what I mistook it for. Whatever. He has an interesting card which he's going to use. Either draw 1 card or special summon 1 tuner from hand. I mean, it's quite obvious what he's going to do. He's going to special summon the tuner which he is in his hand, which is a... it's the Floating Castle in the Sky, that 1930 defense monster, which also has the effect of concealing itself while sorts of revealing lights are on the field. I have no idea. If you don't know where I was going with this, I was talking about an episode in the original YGO. Whatever, it doesn't matter, forget it. Does he have game on board? Does my opponent have game on board? 55, 73 minus this, 57 right now on field. He doesn't have any non-tuners except the Junk Speeder, the Stardust Dragon, and the Crystal Wing Synchro-Dragon. So he can go for Stardust Assault Warrior. What did he just go for? I didn't see that. Lock. Stardust Synchron Monster Target. Okay. I can go for this copy of DD Crow, but I want to keep that in my hand, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to keep that in my hand for now. He can tribute Stardust Synchron and then... Oh, it was the other effect. Okay, well, that's a little bad, but whatever. He can go for level 10 Synchro Summoning, and there is one card which is unaffected by monster effects once you go for it. The level 10 Stardust Warrior. Oh, it's Satellite Warrior. Okay, well. How many Synchros does he have in Graveyard? 1, 2... Well, I can't really do anything against that. I can go for DD Crow, does that work? I have to check something in his Graveyard. He has one starter junk synchron. No, that doesn't work. Nope. Nope. Well, it has been nice knowing you, my opponent. It has been nice, but now it is over, I guess. If he somehow overcommits and tries to go for something that needs my DD Crow to... Yeah, well. GG? Hello? Okay. Yeah. I'm going to activate DD Crow to get rid of your junk speeder. Well, that was a nice one. Yeah, he can... It wouldn't have even mattered. Yeah, whatever. He goes for the attack. 3k. And 3.5k. And the last one. Stardust Dragon. Blazing Cosmic Stardust Trail attack with supernovas. Wait a second, that's the shooting Quasar Dragon. Whatever. We're going to go for the last battle. The last one, the best of 3. I completely forgot to resume the recording, so I guess I will tell you what happened. I went first. I went for the Splight Stardust. That much is fine. I went for Splight Blue. I got myself a Splight Jet. I activated the Splight Jet to get myself another copy of Splight Smashes. I think I had another Splight Stardust in hand, by the way. He goes for the Fleur Synchron. Okay, I'm thinking. That's fine. And he can also go for that card. He can go for this Junk Speeder. However, I went for the Gigantic Splight, then for Special Summoning Swap Frog, went for the Splight Elf. I went for Special Summoning back the Swap Frog, pitching a Ronin Totem on the first one and another Swap Frog on the second one. Special Summon the Ronin Totem. I have the Infinite Impermanence, and that's it for that. He can use the effect in his graveyard for the Stardust Synchron. He goes for Synchron Carrier, whatever. What else did I do? I went for Dupe Frog in my standby phase. In his draw phase, I went for another copy of Splight Stardust. And that's roughly how we went for this point. Duproc, because of Totally Awesome, he goes for this Synchron Carrier effect. He's able to special summon the Jet Synchron, that's fine. He's able to normal summon it, it's not a special summon. The Jet Synchron also isn't bad in the OCG, so that's that, I guess. He can now go for Stardust Charge Dragon, or he can go for a level 3 Synchro monster. For example, the level 3 Water Sea Serpent card, whose name I don't remember, 1700 attack, tuner, whatever, it doesn't matter. He goes for the level 6 Stardust Charge Warrior, and he can activate its effect to draw one card, or he might think that he can activate it. However, he goes for Synchron Carrier, interesting. Okay, he goes for... That's a wrong... Okay, yeah, I get... Yeah, okay. Now, we have some things to do. First of all, we're going to go for this copy of Called by the Grave. And we're going to get rid of this copy of Jet Synchron. Next, we are going to think about going for Splight Smashes or we're going to wait with the Splight Smashes. We're going to negate his Jet Synchron. He's able to draw a reinforcement of Yami. I guess that's a little lucky. This is not a Tunis, so we don't have to worry about that much. He can go for another tuner, for example, Quick Draw Synchron. However, we have a Totally Awesome, and we're going to get rid of it to negate this reinforcement of Yami. We're going to set it to all-sided just in case he has another Spell Striker. We're going to activate Totally Awesome in the graveyard to get ourselves a Swap Frog. Next, we're going to activate the effect of Splight Elf to bring back the Totally Awesome, and we have another negate on field. We still have a Splight Smasher, so we can banish one more card of his if we want to. And yeah, that's not bad. We have another negate on field. He still has the Synchron token, which, yeah, whatever. He has the Synchron Carrier, and he has the Stardust Charged Warrior. I think he isn't locked to Synchro Summoning just yet, is he? So he might still be able to go for... Did he use the Stardust Synchron effect? I think I negated it. Okay, now he can't go for anything but Synchro Summoning. Well, that's your own fault, I would say. Elsewise, he could have gone for something else. Whatever, we can think about going for the Totally Awesome now. I'm thinking about it, no joke. Why do I say no joke to that? We have a Splight Smashes, so I am going to go for... No, we're going to let this resolve. It's fine, he can go for his copy of Stardust Synchron. I'm going to sit upright again. He goes for the Stardust Synchron now. And now I am thinking about going for this Totally Awesome. However, I have a better plan. We can go for in our graveyard the Splight Starter. And we can banish a copy of Splight Blue in our field. And his Stardust Synchron. He goes for Doppel Warrior, and we're going to go for... I mean, that's actually fine. That's completely fine if he brings out the Doppel Warrior. And now we're going to banish his copy of Stardust Synchron and our copy of Splight Blue. Now he is out of a tuner right now, so he doesn't have any tuner on field. This is our Splight Elf. He goes for the Stardust Trail. He can get one on top of his deck. He is now locked into Synchro Summoning, which is important. We can go for another Totally Awesome if we want to. I'm not going to negate this because I'm wanting to negate whatever he comes out. If he is able to Synchro Summon anything, then I want to negate that effect. Okay. Okay. Right now, I think this is over for now. He goes for Monster Reborn. Okay, we are going to go for Totally Awesome. This is going to be an easy Totally Awesome. He can go for it, Monster Reborn, and then we're going to negate it. He can target, what is he going to target? Let's see. I'm curious, what is he going to target? Also, he revealed Stardust Worm, it's a new card. He revealed Fleur Synchron. Well, you know the deal. You know the rules, and so do I. Say goodbye. Okay, we're going to activate the V Totally Awesome to bring back this Ronin Totem. We have a lot of materials in our hand for level 2's monsters. We are able to bring back the Totally Awesome on our turn. He is going to destroy the Duproc probably, that's going to be the case. However, that's completely fine. Yeah, I think this is a good one. I think this is as good as done. As long as I'm not overlooking anything. He can't Synchro Summon. That's it, yeah. So, we're going to wait for this for the end of this turn, but I don't know if I'm able to kill him in this turn, so that's also going to be a hard one. Because my deck isn't good at killing. Right now we have a Splight Jet in our hand, so we can go for a Splight Gamma something burst, but is that going to be enough? Does he even have a level 2 which I could steal? He has the Fleur Synchron, which is a little interesting. What is in our graveyard? We have a Splight Jet in our graveyard. What else do we have? We have a Splight Blue in our graveyard, another one. Okay, that's going to be a good one. He can attack into this Duproc if he wants to. Oh no, he did it. Okay, now, whew. Yeah, this doesn't work, so this Charge Warrior can only attack this one, even though he can theoretically also attack the Splight Elf. But well, because of this Duproc, it's not quite working. And we drew into the Splight Starter. Well, that's... you sometimes get lucky, I guess. We're going to special summon Splight Red. We're not going to go for Jet or Blue. Instead, we're going to go for the Red. We're going to activate Monster Reborn, which we stole from him, to special summon a Blue. We can also activate the Splight Elf if we want to, but for now we're not going to. We're going to activate the Blue to get ourselves a Carrot. No, we're going to go for Pixies. And now we're going to go for everything. Everything. We're going to special summon the Pixies. Okay. Next, we're going to special summon the Jet. Activate the Jet on special summon. We're going to get ourselves a copy of Gamma Burst. Okay. Next, we're going to go for some stuff. We're going to go for this copy of maybe Herald of... maybe number 96 Dark Mist. Nah, that's not it. We can go for Buji Nakashima. I never went for it until now, but I don't have the spaces right now, so instead we're going to go for Gigantic Splight by using Splight Blue and Duproc into this zone. Next, we are able to go for this Gigantic Splight. I don't know what the best order is going to be. We're going to go for pitching this Blue, and we're going to special summon this copy of, I guess, Carrot. Another one. No, this is red and this is carrot. Okay. Next, we're going to go for this copy of Galaxy Centuria, whatever it's called, a Sky Cavalry Centuria. Okay. Now we can go for the Splight Elf if we want to, but no, we're going to wait. With the same level. Okay. We're going to go for the Buji Nakashima into this zone, and we should be able to activate its effect. To special summon from our hand this copy of Ronin Turnin, and from our graveyard this copy of Pixies. Defense and attack, and summon this copy of the Phantom Knights. Next, we're going to activate the Elf effect. To special summon this copy of Totally Awesome. And now that should be it. I hope that's it. We could also activate the reinforcements of the army. Come on, why not? Do we have anything else that we want to get? We have a Sky Striker, why not? Next, we're going to activate it. That should be it, hopefully. Now we have a big field. Battle phase. We're going to try to attack into his Doppel Warrior. Next, let's attack into his Buji Nakashima. This might not be the right order, the best order, whatever. We're just going to go for what I think is the best choice. We're going to attack into the Stardust Charged Warrior. And we're going to attack into his with his Totally Awesome. And that's actually it. So, GG. Okay, that was a duel. If he wants to, we can go for the 4th duel. I'm going to request it. If he doesn't, well, that's it. However, I'm going to end the episode here, if I'm even going to upload this. This was Splights. I hope you have a splighted day. I have no idea, I don't have a good pun. So have a nice day and goodbye.